morning, afternoon, nighttime, midnight, whatever hour of whatever day that you are on currently. This is Spooky Sookie back with another episode of Random Roulette, and I am here with the burglar that only got caught because he laughed at somebody's joke.
Oh, God. No, there's a meme with that. It's like, yeah.
Yep.
Where it's like, wait, is there a robber in the house? I don't know. Shit, now I can't even think of the name of the song. So, no,
song?
No, the person goes, living it's just a small town girl, and then from the closet, living in a lonely world.
Shit.
I was not prepared for that one. Otherwise, it would have rolled off smoother. Get on my game.
That was still pretty funny.
And yes, that's why I don't have a career in burglary.
Because you would laugh.
I'm too fucking dumb.
Or you would just like, they would come home and you would just sit in their closet for a week and be like, what do I do now?
Oh, God. Reminds me of an old college friend. Her favorite joke was, she had a bunch of blonde jokes. One of them was, what do you call a blonde skeleton under all the clothes in the closet? Last year's hide and seek champ.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I was not expecting that.
It took you a year to
Yikes.
find the bones. The smell wasn't a dead giveaway.
Yeah, I think you would smell something. All right, so my stupid question for this week is, what do you think would happen if everybody timed it perfectly and screamed at once?
That sounds both amazing and horrifying.
Exactly. Like, what kind of noise?
3, 2, 1. like, I don't know how far away from civilization we had to be to hear it. Because I think if you're in town and everyone stood on their front lawn and yelled,
yeah,
you'd definitely be able to hear it.
Well, and like around the world too. Like,
yeah.
Would everyone everywhere be able to? Would like you be able to hear it in an airplane because it's so loud? I don't know.
See, okay, like if you go west of town and you're at Divots, you might be able to like hear something. But if you get to like the river, I don't know if it would carry that far. Because just because there's more people yelling doesn't amplify the sound. Because everyone's screaming at the same decibels. It's not like two people screaming at, makes it louder.
Fair enough.
It just makes more of it.
I don't know. It would be interesting. I don't think that could happen though, because like you'd have to get like some Reddit scheme going. Well,
in the what's it called? Not AMV, OVA of the end of Evangelion. It's the end of the world, and like everything starts dying and dying faster and faster, and then pretty soon there's just this wave going across the world. You just hear the scream, just and then it stops because then everyone's dead. Yeah, it's like that's what it reminded me of, and I was like, There's a similar thought with that though, where so we all have gravity, right? Like gravity, like all particles exude gravity.
Yeah. And
the only reason why I'm not attracted to you is because the power of me sitting is more than the power of gravity that you have against me.
Well, yeah, it's like if gravity stopped working, we'd all spin off into space. We'd all fly off into space.
Yeah.
Because of the Earth's rotation.
Okay. So if everything has gravity.
Yep.
So every time you jump, you pull a little bit on the Earth, but the Earth just pulls more on you, right?
Yep. So
there's actually an experiment done, and I want to say it was in it was at a concert. I want to say it was like South Korea, where they got everyone to jump at the same time.
Oh, God.
So it's like 10,000 people just like in one hop. And I was like, well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, what if everybody hopped at the same time?
Could we tow the Earth into a bigger orbit and solve global warming?
Probably not, because if everyone jumps at once, then it's like...
Oh, no, we'd still get them like okay, everyone at midnight.
It would have to be like everyone on one side of the planet, maybe. But I still don't think it would do anything because of the weight of the planet.
We're very closely approaching the sun versus a billion lines.
Oh, no. Get that shit out of here. Good God. I hate that so much every time it comes up.
No, billion lines.
Nope, shut the fuck up. Another thing that annoys me these days?
Oh, God, you're turning an old lady. Those kids on skateboards.
No, it's all the weird fucking animatronic voices you get on, like, over videos and shit.
No, that's a TikTok thing, and TikTok is trash.
Well, this started happening before TikToks because, like, you would just use this robotic voice, so you didn't have to talk for your video or whatever. You could still have text or whatever. But, like, there's so many fucking annoying ones now.
Well,
and I'm like, where do these even come from?
The one lady that, like, enunciates everything incorrectly.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, there's a bunch of different ones. There's, like, male voices, female voices.
Oh, yeah.
Voices from around the world. What is that? Oh, that's like a giant thing of which man had.
Yeah. It's red flavored.
Anyway.
It's not even like...
Why did you do that now?
Because I forgot to open it before we started. I was thirsty.
Jesus.
Talk about drinks later.
Like all of these robot voices I'm just like, is that what we're moving to now? We're just gonna have robots read everything? I don't know. I don't know what to think about it.
I don't think so. I think it's just like a laziness thing. It's like Instagram filters. It's like I don't want to actually like put effort into how I look.
But like, where do these come from? How are they made? I'm so curious about them. I know like Hatsune Miku stuff, but that's for music.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just voice filters. And
but you have to have like an original base for that. So under all of that bullshit, somebody's voice is in there.
Maybe.
I think
Google has that whole deep dream thing where it can simulate a real human voice and it has like vocalized pauses.
Nope,
and,
I don't like this anymore.
Nope.
No,
it's borderline terrifying because
God.
What they can do is they can automate a call, and it sounds just like a normal human talking. Because like there are like some huge advantages for it. It's like people who are like disabled.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you can actually interact with the world.
Yeah.
It's, the same thing with like working from home. It's
wonderful. But like, I feel like people can use that for not so good.
But okay, so did you ever see the picture? It was a Walmart, or not a Walmart. It was a McDonald's like marquee thing, and it said, "Can I get a?"
Oh no!
Like this Google voice, like you'll like make a request, like you're trying to set up an appointment, and then they'll read it back to you, and everyone kind of has a vocalized pause. Everyone has vocalized pauses and speech idioms, and so this automated voice will go, yeah, that'll work. Like,
oh no!
Instead of like, okay, like,
oh shit.
Yeah,
okay.
it's.
Well, we're getting to the spoopy stage with all of our technology bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's
random with me?
What's random with you?
Well, because it's been 100 degrees all week, except for yesterday. Because
Fahrenheit.
Okay, 30 C.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's 32 C.
Sorry, people. I'm not very good.
Anyway, hot. See, the idea of the Fahrenheit scale is 0 is cold, and anything below 0 is something you don't want to handle.
See, the problem is, like, all of those numbers...
They don't actually mean anything.
Yeah, they don't fucking mean shit to me. Because you can be like, oh, it's 80 degrees out. And I'm like, warm or cold? I don't fucking know.
Oh.
So I just stick my leg outside.
Oh, well.
I think that's the easiest way.
I guess that works.
Well, because, like, sometimes it looks like it's going to be nice out, and it's fucking cold.
Well.
And then sometimes it looks like it's going to be shitty out, and it's hot as hell. I hate temperature, and there's scales, and there's all this bullshit. I hate it.
Fahrenheit is 0 is really cold, 100 is really hot, Celsius, 0 is really cold, and 100 is dead.
Yes. Okay, sure.
Or Kelvin, 0 is dead, and 100 is also dead.
Yeah. Oh. Is that completely different? I don't know.
Kelvin is based off of absolute 0. So to get to 0 is C, it's like 273.
That's like nothingness.
Unless you're a scientist.
Yeah.
It's not really using to use K.
Yep. Yes, it's been hot out.
So we did a pool party.
We did a pool party, and it was pretty alright.
Yeah. It was a little bit more lit than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. Well, because I thought I was going to mess up food because I got started really stupid.
Oh. Yeah, like leaving a boiling pot of water on the stove.
I was gonna make corn. And then I had to go talk to my neighbor for an hour.
For no reason. That's why you don't talk to people outside of your fence.
I'm getting... Well, no, because then he'll like mow like the backs of the alley of my fence. And I was like, go outside.
Oh.
And spray the trees back there too.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, then we played
played some beer derps.
Played some beer derps. And that was nice.
I think we all won. We got Shredder to play with us. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I forgot to talk to him about that yesterday when I saw him. Oops. We were a bit busy.
And then in drank tradition, we then got on my roof.
Yeah, and I got bug bites like at the back of my legs really bad, and I was like, this sucks.
From on the roof?
Yeah, well, I'm guessing on the roof because otherwise I was sitting down the entire time, and you can't really bite through a chair. No thing.
They can crawl over you though.
Stupid bugs. That's one thing I like despise about summer.
The bugs.
All the freaking bugs everywhere. I don't know how summer is where you live, but there's a lot of bugs here, and it sucks. There's probably bugs everywhere, I guess. Nasty bugs.
Yeah.
Do mosquitoes live everywhere? Except for like super cold and super hot?
No. Well, no. Mosquitoes pretty much everywhere. Like Antarctica though, but
little bastards.
I do know that they are an enormous problem in like Sweden.
Oh?
Like you wouldn't think. It's like, wait, Sweden's like way north. It's like, yeah, it is, but like it's one of the reasons why reindeer migrate is actually they're running away from them.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Stupid mosquitoes! We hate you. If you're a mosquito person, heck off.
They also, are the leading cause of human death across all time.
Oh, because they carried
malaria.
Yeah.
Like malaria's killed more motherfuckers than anything else.
Yikes. Well, that's a sad fucking note.
Yeah, but then it gets sadder when you figure out that the only mosquitoes that actually bite and suck blood are all ladies.
Oh.
There's a sexist joke in there, but I'm not going to touch it.
Interesting. Yes, pool party. I was going to talk about... I think we've talked about this before, but does your cat, like, when you're snuggling with them and they're purring right along and they're happy and stuff, does your cat suddenly go, like, spring their head up and look around like they're late for their next fucking appointment and then just scurry off?
The only time Fox does that is when, like, he sees that there's an Anya. Like, Anya will be, like laying on the bed, like, between my feet. Like, just fine, just mind her own goddamn business. And then he'll, like, suddenly realize that she's there. And then he'll just, like, shit, gotta go. And, like all 20 claws just, yeet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be, like, snuggling with Mochi. She'll be purring along. And then, yeah, she'll just stop purring, poke her head up, look around.
And just leave.
It seems I'm late for something. And then just fuck off. And it's like, you're a cat. What else do you have to do? Where are you going? Your one job is to love me. But no, she's like, I gotta go scream at the food cupboard for 3 hours, otherwise the food might never come.
I mean, she doesn't know.
She is a big old dumb sometimes. But that's okay.
The other problem with all this heat, all my baby trees died.
Oh, all of them? Even Oliver?
No, he's not a baby. He's like a toddler.
Well, that's why you put them back inside.
Well, I transplanted them all, like all of his friends.
Are you sure that's not the reason they died?
No, because I use the same soil.
That means nothing. Sometimes they just die, okay? That's the one thing I've learned about plants.
Some just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, they're just like, there's a temperature of 1 degree difference. Well, I'm fucking dead now.
Yeah. So I was actually really sad when there was all but one of them, and I was like, no, I will do anything for you, you one tree. And then it stormed. Oh,
and he died anyways.
No, it stormed Tuesday night, and I was actually kind of scared. And then like Monday or Wednesday when I woke up, that was when I was sick. I went to go check on him, and like he was still standing. I was like, yeah, like bro, you're awesome. And then later that afternoon, I went to go water him, and they're just dude, this.
Oh no!
I've been dealing with a lot lately.
Jesus. Yeah. What sickness were you having?
I don't know. If I knew, I'd probably be able to describe it better. But yeah, it was just.
What did you do to this?
I didn't do shit. Yeah, whatever. It's like body flu. Like it wasn't like a head cold or anything like stomach problems. It was just fatigue, fever, headache, and just complete lethargy. I don't know. Maybe this is called being 30.
Yeah, I think that's just being old, my dude. Yikes. Yeah, so I went to yoga twice this week, but you did not.
I can't remember why I didn't go. Oh, yeah, because I didn't get into work early enough. And then I was, yeah.
Well, I actually got to go on Tuesday because I didn't have my singing lessons that day. This week was a break that we were taking. So I was like, hey, I can go do stuff. I can go to yoga. Because there's no Monday and Wednesday class from 5:30 to 6:30 anymore, which sucks because...
That was the one we'd go to.
Yeah. And it's like the next class is at like 4:30, so I'd have to get off at 4. That means I'd have to get up at 7. I'd have to be working by 7:30, and that just sounds like ass. Stick to my good old 8:30, thank you very much.
No.
But yeah, it's been fun. It seemed like it's gotten a bit easier, but I also don't know if like, because I was like on Tuesday I was like, man, this sucks. I'm doing shitty. But I was also like freaking exhausted for no reason. And I was like, oh my god, this is bad. I even used like the mini weights and I was like, I'm still dying. But then I went today and I used my normal bigger weights and I was like,
yeah.
Wee. I even like brought the little ones along just in case because I was like, maybe this will suck. But it didn't, so it was fine. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe my body was being a piece of shit on Tuesday. Who knows? Me. Oh, should we talk about our drinks and our snacks?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, God.
Snacks!
I had the soda pop one.
They're both soda.
What? Oh, this one's cola. And that one's ramen. The ramen one's really good.
Yeah, the ramen one's really good. The cola one is interesting. You'll have to try it.
Getting a look at the treasures.
I am currently addicted to the Space Coke that we had last time, and
now you're switching teams.
This freaking vanilla nitro cola, which is amazing, because I fucking hate carbonation bubbles. They're
sharp. It's spiky.
I don't like it.
Those are smooth.
Yeah, these are smooth. The bubbles are nice and small, and the flavor is quite good. I don't know. I'm a big fan. I wish they came in like packs. I cannot find the vanilla ones in packs for some reason. But I haven't looked that hard either. Are you
What does this remind me of?
Are you puzzled about the cola? So we got some. I found this pack of
Haichu.
It's Haichu, and they're the soda plop. Soda plop. The soda pop version. So the blue one is ramen, and the red one is cola, and they're both weird. I've decided.
Well, the ramen one's good. I'm just having the cola one right now, and
I don't know. It's got like, I feel like
there's a fruitiness to it that doesn't make any sense.
Well, here, let me try one again.
But it also tastes like the candy bottle caps.
Oh God, I forgot those were. Are they still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Can you buy those somewhere?
Casey's.
Oh, dude, I haven't been to a Casey's in a long ass time.
Well, yeah, because the one. Well, yeah, there's not a close one, I guess, just because High Yeet is close to everything.
Yeah.
But like in Kearney, town of, well, I think now it's 30,000 people. There was 6. No, I think there's 7 now.
Jeebus.
There's 4, 5. No, there's 6. Yeah. So like there's a Casey's everywhere, and they're all awesome. Yeah, it tastes like bottle caps.
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's been such a long time since I had a bottle cap, though, so.
And then I have a drink that is red flavored. It's a Mike's Hard Red Freeze. It's not cherry or strawberry. It's just red.
So it's fruit punch.
I don't know. You can drink it.
Why is it so large?
Because I got it in the
I
tall
think
boy section.
this is what, like, Commander gets their variety pack of this.
Yeah.
For beer dupe.
Yeah, but I just got out of the gas station cooler. Because I don't want to get a 6-pack of something, because then now I'd have to take it. Oh yeah,
it tastes like
a red icy,
freezy pop. The red freezy pop.
Oh, the push-up ones.
What are those called? Because it's not push pops. Because push pops was like the ice cream.
Yeah, that's the one you get from like the Schwann's, man.
Yeah,
icy pops.
Icy pops. Is that
ice pop? Icy pop. Yeah.
I don't know. Did they ever have a name to them?
I thought there's icy pops.
Yeah,
the ones that you go to Walmart and you buy them. They're in like a box, and they're all just like full of Kool-Aid.
Or they're just like in a red netting bag thing.
It's this plastic tubes full of Kool-Aid that you freeze.
Yeah, I want to say like when we were kids, they had like cold medicine ones of those. I don't know why. Or something. Or maybe it was like some sort of Pedialyte type stuff. I don't know. Do you remember like these fucking bear sucker things that were like cold medicine? Or was that
in the form of a sucker? I don't think so. I think it's just because like your pediatrician thought you were really dumb.
No, they were like cold medicine stuff.
Huh. Because my mom being a nurse, you just like get like amoxicillin in bulk.
Oh, so she's probably like, just go back to bed. I don't care about you.
No, my mom being a nurse, it's like, okay, so all these sick kids. So then she just treated our bedroom as just like, the ICU. It was fantastic.
You get in there and you there's so many of you. You probably had to like fucking quarantine one kid off. Yeah. When they were sick, just be like, you get in your room and you don't come out anymore.
You two, you share this room, and then she actually had like medication schedules for us.
Jesus.
So it'd be like, okay, so every 6 hours you take like an ibuprofen. Every 8 hours you take a acetaminophen, and if you're real bad, then every 12 hours you take an naproxen.
Jesus. We would go up to my mom and be like, hey, I don't feel very good. She'd be like, go away.
And then we would get like Gatorades, and it's like, okay, drink this by like noon or something like that. Yeah. Well, yeah, she's a nurse. She knows how to take care of sick people. Like when we were sick, it was awesome. Well, it wasn't awesome, but
I'm gonna look up. I swear to God, there was bear suckers.
Thinking Bayer, Bayer.
No, they were in a fucking bear shape. You shithead.
Growing up, especially as like a kid, there was 2 different types of medicine. There was the chalky grape bad things. There was the bubblegum amoxicillin, and then there was the strawberry cough syrup.
That's weird.
What? What, are you watching the ocean? What do you got there?
What? Watching the... Nothing's making a noise. What are you on about?
Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, Target, I don't want this. I mean, apparently there is medicated lollipops.
I mean, it would make sense.
But they're not in a bear shape. Now. Oh, here it is.
Oh, you found it?
Fuck, I found him. Maybe.
Oh, look, I can get them on Amazon.
They're apparently Dimetap.
Oh, cough syrup.
Yeah, look. They're called Get Better Bears.
Oh, well.
And they were really good.
Oh, God, as if we needed something more.
I wonder if they make it anymore.
I only ever met one person that recreationally
drank like cough syrup?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was like,
I feel like that's a bad time. I don't know.
No, it's actually very,
don't you
very
like slowly die from that if you do it too long?
No, it actually like starts to rot your brain.
Oh, God.
Like it measurably lowers your IQ. Woo-hoo. Like it stops your higher brain function.
Jeebus. I don't think I'll ever be that desperate. Don't they stop you from doing that now, anyways?
Well, yeah, that's why you can't. Well, they don't let you get Sudafed because you can make meth out of it, apparently, or something.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why you have to get the card and take it to the pharmacy counter. You can't just buy it off the shelf.
I just go for NyQuil.
I don't do drugs.
When you're sick? That's bullshit.
No, you're right. I did take 2 Tylenol yesterday.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't do drugs, my ass. Everybody does drugs!
I think I said
caffeine.
I do caffeine every day.
Caffeine is a drug. Technically.
Speaking of drugs.
Oh, dear God, where's this going?
I found a new YouTuber. His name is James Lee.
Oh.
And we got to watch a video of his.
It's fucking weird.
It's very, very strange because he started out as a Newgrounds Flash animator.
What is Newgrounds?
It was the greatest thing on the internet, and now, well, it still exists, but they can't make anything new for it because Flash doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that is a problem, isn't it?
It was a purely Flash animated website, and a lot of people that I'm finding out, it's like, oh wait, yeah, I remember all this from Newgrounds, because they had they had art, they had animation, and they had music, and now as I go and follow I found an old music folder of it was just Newgrounds music, and I went and searched them now, and it's wait, all these people are making video game soundtracks and commercials, and I was like, whoa, they all got their start at Newgrounds.
Yeah.
So that's where this guy started. If any of you are as old as me and lived on the internet,
old.
it was actually on Newgrounds. It was Newgrounds famous. Tarboy, he did it as a thesis for a film school, and it was this little animated short about these robots that all got thrown into this tar pit, and their consciousness came together and became this Tarboy, who then took revenge on the upper management of this stupid company. And then I can't remember if it's his sister or if it's his cousin, but someone they have the same last name, Hanya Lee, who was one of my favorite composers on Newgrounds. Also did a bunch of stuff with him.
Right on.
But yeah, so all of his videos now are they're live, right? You saw them. It's him just with filters.
Yeah. It's just with editing over it.
Yeah, but it's still his movements are done in a way that Flash used to be done. So it's very hard cuts, and it's almost like stop animation.
Well, it probably is.
And I don't know if you caught it, but at the very beginning of the one that we watched, he opens a beer, but the cap itself is animated because it doesn't fall correctly. It goes up and then stops and then starts to tumble. Yeah. It's very subtle things like that. Is from a technical standpoint, to me, it's absolutely fascinating. But then he's also edgy as fuck. But he knows he's edgy, and that's half the joke.
Edgelord. That reminds me of I used to be really big into watching different weird animated series things on YouTube, and the only one I can think of right now was called Dick Figures or something, and they were little stick figures that were fucking assholes. And one of them was red and one of them was blue, and oh fuck, I can't remember. But it was so funny, and one of them the red character is the biggest fucking asshole. The blue character is his roommate and his friend that's just trying to keep life going and not go off the rails. And his friend is just a raging alcoholic and just he drinks a whole fucking bar dry.
These are stick figures?
Yeah. And then they go and do a train heist to get more booze. It was just wild.
It's called Dick Figures?
Dick Figures. And there was it was...
It's not Thing or Bunny Kill.
No.
Well, I mean, we can research this later.
Yeah, I'm just going to look it up quick, because... you hear my cat in the background screaming?
Cats are very sad that they can't be here.
I swear this is a thing. And they were going to make a movie.
What? That's not... No, that's Fancy Pants Man.
I wonder if it's still... Yeah! They're stick figures.
They look really familiar. What's the channel?
Mondo Media. And this Mondo Media had a whole bunch of series that were freaking hilarious.
Because it looks like Newgrounds.
Mondo Media.
No. No, and I'm like...
Oh, shit, they have Happy Tree Friends on here, too.
Oh, God.
I wonder if this is just like a media supplier or something.
Yeah, because I think Happy Tree Friends was a Flash thing back in the day. I'm pretty sure that was a Newgrounds thing.
Oh, yeah, I think I watched a couple of these, like the Deep Space ones, but at the time, like, I was watching this shit, they only had, like, 2 or 3 series going, and one of them was Deep Space. Now they have, like, a whole bunch of them. But, yeah, dick figures. It was funny. It was great.
Well, yeah, we got a little bit of time. I just wanted to also... One of the ways that I reconnected with James Lee and all of his work was through a production company called Corridor. They're on YouTube. They do visual effects, and one of their common channel shows is like they'll look at old visual effects and like actually like break them down and explain like how to do it, because they work in basically computer animation, like how to film editing and things like that. It's absolutely fascinating. And they do a video called Vape God that is
oh god
exactly as awesome as you would expect it to be. So I'm gonna make you watch that after this.
Nope, I don't want that. I don't want it.
Well, we don't have enough time to go into this one, but the last thing on my list was the fever dreams that I had while asleep.
Jesus. I've had some wild ones over the week.
Really fucking weird.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Because we are now to our headspace, which I think is still 3 Cloud Morning.
3 Cloud Morning. And she's still putting out amazingly punny comics.
Pun.
She also is on Instagram.
Oh, yes. She followed the Random and Roulette page. So if you really want to go find it, you could go to our page and then
find her.
Yeah, find her through that if you don't want to search and be spoopy about it. But yes, amazing drawings and puns. So yeah,
fantastic lady, former guest of the show.
3cloudmorning.com. And if you would like to take out an ad, let us know. Just screech at us down the street or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just in the middle of the night, when the full moon is out, just scream into the void.
Yep, make sure our windows are open.
No, just mine. Just come to my house, open the windows, just scream.
Just Sir Random's house. Just scream in the window. Could you imagine if somebody actually did that?
I would actually be like super excited, because that means they'll listen to my stupid show.
Oh, you wouldn't like shit yourself because somebody's just.
Oh no, because I'm usually awake at midnight anyway.
Oh, fair enough. And now we move over to our spin topic, which we picked.
The Count of Monticello.
What? No.
I mean,
the Cask of Amontillado.
Yes.
So, do you want to do the bit about
Amontillado.
The author first, or do you want to do after? Maybe we should do the story first and then explain the author.
That's what I was thinking, the story first.
So
this dude is very, very angry at this guy, and it doesn't exactly tell why.
Montrese is very pissed at Fortunato, which is, what the fuck is that name?
They're all supposed to be Italian, and so Poe is from New England. Well, Maryland specifically.
Yeah.
So I don't know how international he actually was. And I wonder if all of this is just kind of like in his head, like it's made up, like,
fever dreams?
Well, maybe. I mean, it was probably actually opium, but.
Oh. Well, yeah.
But I'm wondering if, like, I don't know if he's ever been to Italy, but he's definitely read about it because he had the whole Carnival and all this stuff.
He was an educated sir.
Okay.
And he was in the military at one point.
Okay, so maybe.
If that makes, I don't know.
Yeah. So he made these very, very Italian characters.
Yep. So Montrese,
I think Venetian,
is really pissed at this guy because apparently he was being an asshole before, and then he was being an ass about his family line, and that was what broke. It was the last fucking straw.
Okay, so the opening line is, "The 1,000 injuries of Fortunato I had borne as best I could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge." So, like...
Oh, geez, that's a different version than what I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your opening line?
Fortunato had hurt me 1,000 times, and I had suffered quietly. But then I learned that he had laughed at my proud name. And I promised myself that I would make him pay for this, that I would have revenge.
No.
But yeah, he didn't... He vowed to get his revenge, but he was like, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to show any signs of this thing. I'm going to keep my revenge to myself, and I will force him to pay. So yeah.
He didn't say anything to anybody, but he just let it fester.
He, however, told all of his his house people, basically his staff running the house, his palace thing, house, I don't know, castle. Like, when you hear stone palace, do you think of... I just think of a fucking castle. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least
I mean, I guess you think like a cathedral. That's not really a palace.
Nope.
It's a church.
But he had told all of his servants to not leave the palace. I will not return until morning.
Yeah.
And they all promptly fucked off, just like he wanted. I know that's down like farther, but... But yes, he then went and met up with Fortunato.
Yes, it was Carnival, which is... I don't know if that ties in with Mardi Gras. I know it's a Venetian thing. It's like a big, huge, like citywide party. Mm. Like everyone like wears masks and things like that. Oh. There's lots of wine. I would assume there was some scootily pooping going on.
Scootily pooping. But yes, our friend...
It was about dusk one evening during the supreme madness of the Carnival season. I had encountered my friend. Like he's such an edgelord. I fucking love Bo.
And Fortunato's one weakness was wine. And by the time he had met up with good old Fortunato was already boozed up to the sky. He was already drunk, wandering about. So our good old buddy boy Montressor told Fortunato, "Hey, got this really good wine hanging out in my basement. I think I was looking for our other buddy. He knows wines better than you, doesn't he?"
What the hell, Luigi? What the hell's his name? Luchesi.
Yeah.
Luigi.
Luigi. His name is Luigi now.
But I just love the way that it's written. He's basically talking to this drunk ass dude.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, I got this really good wine." It's like, "Oh, yeah, it's really good wine." It's like, "Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's like really good." It's like, "Wait, the wine?" It's like, "Amontillado." It's like, "But I have my doubts." "Amontillado." Well, I guess I'm gonna satisfy them. Amontillado.
Yeah. Amontillado? Quite impossible. It does not seem quite possible. But I was gonna find Luigi, and he seems good at wines. Maybe he can let me know. And then Fortunato was like, "He does not know one wine from the other."
He's like, "Yeah,
how dare you?" And then Montressor's like, "But they say he knows wine about as much as you do, you know?" And then Fortunato's like, "Ho, let's go.
It's like,
check it out." Right meow.
It's like, "Cool, I got this wine cellar down here."
"To your vaults, sir," which I'm guessing is like...
I'd assume it'd be like a cellar, but it turns out it's catacombs.
Yeah, it's catacombs, basically.
Catacombs is where you keep dead people.
Yes, which we'll get to that.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert.
And then Montressor's like, "Hey, you seem pretty drunk already. Are you sure about this?"
Okay. This part kind of gets me, and he also notices that he has a cough too. Like there's a whole huge section where he has like this big coughing fit.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking about, the nitra in the ceiling. So what that is it's like mineral deposits from like when rain comes through and like the water seeps through, it leaves deposits on it.
It's also underneath a river.
Yeah.
So there's also like...
It's like damp
maybe
and dank.
Spring water type stuff over. But
they kept saying nitra, and they're holding torches down here. So the nitra is the old, it's like was like aluminum powder. Nitra is fertilizer, the ammonium nitrate.
So is that is there risk of blowing shit up down there or catching fire?
Well, in the Mediterranean, there's a very famous explosion a few years ago in Beirut.
Oh.
That was all ammonium nitrate.
Oh.
So yes, it's actually very explosive. So I thought he was gonna like blow this guy up.
No.
It is like, no, it's there. Your cough, it's getting really bad. So I'm trying to figure out if he's like losing his like resolve. It's like, hey, part of me doesn't want to kill you. Hey, we can leave.
No, he's just like really getting
or if he's actually testing him.
Yeah, he's like egging him on to go. Basically, he's like, oh, we don't have to go, and he's like, no, we must go. Test your fancy one.
So then, if Lucrezia, what the hell's his name?
Luigi.
No. Fortunato. So then, is he absolved because Fortunato wanted to go? It's not my fault. Like,
well,
is that absolution there?
No, like I think he knows the guy's ego. So he's just like...
it. So he's actually evil.
Yeah. Like, he knows this guy. He hates this guy so much. He knows how he is. He knows how much of a douche-canoe he is. So he's like, he's just roping him right along. So, they go down to the vaults and get their torches.
Wait, yes. Yeah, so it's like, should we go? It's like, no, your cough is bad.
They're like, no, we must go. We already did that. We did that.
And he says, these vaults, they're extensive. He's like, yes, the Montressors. They're a great and numerous family. Fortunato says, I forget your arms, which is like coat of arms.
Yeah, coat of arms.
And Montresso responds with a huge human foot on a field of blue. And the foot crushes a serpent whose fangs are embedded in the heel, which is actually a biblical reference to whereas the serpent will strike at my heel, I will strike at its head.
Mm-hmm.
And then the motto, Nemo me impune lacacit, which I had this one. No one provokes me with impunity. So that's his family motto. Is basically no one gets the better of me.
Yeah.
So it's like within his family tradition to get revenge. Basically.
Yeah.
And that's the crime that Fortunato has committed, was dissing his family.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, this guy's got to die.
Yeah, it's like, this guy's got to go. So they get to the vault. They get their torches.
No. There's another thing that happens before that.
No, there's not.
No, because they drink and he does like some like weird like gang sign.
That's later.
Is that in the vault?
Yeah, no, in the vault.
We're way in the vault. we're walking down tunnels.
Yes, we are getting into the vault now.
Okay.
So they go down into the darkness. He was telling him to be careful. Don't slip and fall. But yeah, it was cool, dark, damp, and there was a lot of bones.
Yeah, it's catacombs.
Yeah. They were trying to like get through the darkness. And yeah, so what I'm getting from this is like this family has been around forever and ever, and they just keep throwing their dead bodies down here, and probably like people they've murked as well, because there's just stacks and stacks and stacks of bones. Because every time they go like into the next section, there's a bigger stack of bones. It's like, holy shit.
I don't know if it's people they murked because you wouldn't want to save those people's bones. They're the type of people that like you throw in the river and let the fish eat them.
There's there's just piles of bones. Where'd they all come from?
They said that the family line was really big.
Fair enough. But yeah, so out of the piles of... Why is there piles of bones? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why there's just piles of bones and not like normal catacombs where there's like slabs for people, but Not my imagination. But yes, out of a pile of bones, he's like, "Here, Fortunato, drink some of this fine wine to keep you warm."
Yep.
So he's trying to get him more drunk.
No, he's just trying to like keep him properly inebriated. And as Fortunato drinks this wine, he throws some gang signs, and what's his name? The other guy.
Montresor.
Montresor is all like, "What the fuck you doing?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, the Freemasons. Don't you know?" I'm like, "Illuminati confirmed."
And then he also says, "I, Fortunato, I drink to your long life."
No, but he pulls out a trowel because it's part of the Freemasonry.
Yeah.
They'll have tools. It's very weird. But yes. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, no, we're part of the same buddy club. We good.
Yep. And then he's like, "Yes, this is a fine wine, but what about the Amontillado?" And Montresor's like, "Oh, it's farther in. Let's keep going.
We'll get there.
We'll get there." So as they're going deeper and deeper into the vault, more piles of bones.
More bones, more screams, more doses.
Yep. More bones. Yeah. Eventually it gets to the point where the piles of bones is higher than their heads. It's like, that's so many bones.
Like my notes right here say, "You drunk bastard, let's keep going."
Yeah. So finally they get to
like the end.
Yeah,
where
they're getting to the end of the vaults, and it's pretty dark. So there's a section where it opens up into, well, looks like it opens up into another room. Montresor's like, "All right, Fortunato, go on in first. The Amontillado's in there. I'll follow you." So Fortunato continued forward, and as soon as Fortunato reached the back of the wall, he sees that there's some iron chains hanging from the wall. And he just looks at him.
This is weird.
Yeah. And then Montresor handcuffs him to him.
And staples him to the wall.
Yeah. And Fortunato's like, but the Amontillado. And Montresor's like, "Ah, yes, indeed, the Amontillado." And as he began to search among the bones for the bricks that he took out of that area.
Yep.
Which tells me that this has happened before of some sort.
Well, no, he just had this one planned.
No. I think...
Oh, you think there's other
people I think
behind the walls?
I think that's where some of those bones came from.
Because then he had to tear down the wall to get the bones.
Yeah, you can take the wall back down.
Oh. So
it's not like,
is just, they just bring him all the way down here.
Yeah, like
murk him.
It's a false fucking wall.
No, but he says he has to build this wall for fucking ever. Like, at the beginning of the story, it's dusk. Like, it's just about, evening. By the time he's, like, half done with this thing, he says it's midnight.
Yeah. And Fortunato's like, "Montresor, what are you doing?" And he says, he puts more bricks. And Montresor's like, "Of course, as we drink the Amontillado." And then our good boy Fortunato says, "But is it not late? Should we be going back? They'll be expecting us. Let's just go." And Montresor's like, "Yeah, let's go," and then keeps putting bricks. Yeah. And then
but his drunkenness starts to kind of wear off.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, this is bad.
So then he has to
this is not what we want.
Get to work.
And Fortunato says, "Montresor, for the love of God." And Montresor says, "Yes, for the love of God." And then he says, Fortunato. And
no answer.
There's only
the jingling of the bells in his hat.
Yeah. He put the last stone in and
spooked off.
And he says, "I put the old bones again in a pile against the wall." So yeah, that's literally what that fucking wall is for.
Erected the old rampart of bones for half a century, no mortal would disturb them. Requiescat in pace.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So I think that wall has been used before. So this guy's family has just been walling people up for centuries, and that's probably why there's so many bones.
Well, I mean, their founding motto is literally, do not fuck with us.
Don't fuck with me. You'll get walled up.
So, why in all of, well, not all of them, but the ones that I know, well, and the really common ones, it has to deal with putting shit in walls and floors that don't belong there.
Like the
telltale heart.
Yeah,
in the floorboards.
in the floors.
And there's the cat that won't fucking die.
Because that was such a huge thing then, is if you murdered someone, you like just put them in the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Or in the floor.
I mean,
never talked about it again.
Have the traditions of murder really changed that much? What the hell?
Well, no, because floors are harder to just peel up and put somebody under.
Yeah.
And walls are quite thin now. And that would smell bad after a while. But some people still don't notice somehow. Like there's stories of people falling into their walls and not being able to get out, and nobody notices for like years.
No, there's a like world record for, or maybe it was just a Japan only thing. Someone like living the longest, and like they went to their house to like give them the award.
Them.
Turns out they've been dead for like 3 years.
Yeah,
it's like, how do you not know?
Yeah. No, that actually happens quite a lot.
Also, a lot of
thinking about one.
Oh, well, I was gonna say a lot of pose stuff is like you're making a big deal out of a small thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like the telltale heart. If that person would have just shut the fuck up, no one would ever known.
What's the one about the cat? It's very similar to the telltale heart, but it's like a cat that just won't die, and he ends up like walling it up in a basement.
Oh, I don't know that one, but
he kills it like 4 times. His cat just keeps coming back.
Oh god!
And he eventually he puts it in a wall, and then like the house falls down, and, like the cat comes out of the rubble or something.
Oh
like
god!
That.
Yeah. Then he did the raven that just says nevermore.
Yeah. Oh, the raven, nevermore.
Yeah. He did a lot of crazy shit, and we'll get into that.
Yeah.
On kind of why, but he was an American writer, and he's most famous for his short stories.
Well, so this one specifically was 1849. When was the Cask of Amontillado? Oh shit!
But yeah, he was like, this is when science fiction started being a thing. So he was a he was a big.
Mary Shelley was 1830.
I don't know. These are all dates that I don't know.
Oh no, Mary Shelley is very commonly known as the author, like the genesis of science fiction.
Yeah, but she's a lady, so let's push that under the rug.
No,
that's usually how that
because
works.
Frankenstein is actually amazing.
Yeah, no, like all of her shit is amazing, and her entire fucking life is amazing too. Have you like looked into her?
Well, no, we might have to do her.
She did some crazy shit too.
Next time we get spoopy, let's do Mary Shelley.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like science fiction era, and a lot of his works contributed to that. So when he was 26. He married his 13-year-old cousin.
What?
They were married for 11 years, and then she died of tuberculosis, and that kicked off his more horror genre stuff.
Well, no, because dying of tuberculosis is not a peaceful death. Your lungs basically disintegrate, and you just cough up blood forever.
Yeah.
So that's already like, and I'm sure being married, he had to kind of watch her die.
Yeah. So that's no good. But, so now we'll get into his death because it's super spoopy as well. So
I guess I don't know anything about his death.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, I assume he died.
I didn't put the year. Oh, fuck. So on October 3rd.
And October 3rd.
Pretty sure I still have it up, so let me look at the year quick. He was 40, if that helps any. Well, apparently I don't. All right, well... when he was 40, on October 3rd, he was found just wandering the streets, like delirious as hell, didn't know what was going on, in somebody else's clothes.
Oh.
So they rushed him to Washington Medical College, and he died there. And like he wasn't making any sense, and he was calling out Reynolds.
What?
Like he was just randomly calling it out, and like he never came to enough to like explain what happened to him. And all of his medical records and death certificate is gone with the fucking wind.
What?
They're all lost. All of it's gone.
Like, was there like a fire or something? So, I mean,
No, nobody fucking knows where any of this shit went.
Okay.
They're just gone. All of it's gone. They never like determined a cause of death because nobody knows what he died from.
Yeah. Because
Like they couldn't figure out why he died.
What?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's like
God, even his death is spoopy.
it's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, they just found him wandering around. He died, and they don't know what from or why or anything.
Okay. He did do drugs though, right? I thought he was an opium fiend.
He liked the drugs and like the booze. Yes.
Okay. But like, I mean, booze, yeah, but booze doesn't make you like wander around in someone else's clothes.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Why was he calling out Reynolds? Why was he in clothes that weren't his? Like, it was all crazy. And he apparently had a nemesis, and his nemesis was like posted and made shitty things about him after he died to like defame him and stuff. And this guy just like I don't know, he did it like under a different name, yeah. But then eventually they found out it was him, because like who the fuck else?
It's like he is the most hated person in the world. Only one person doesn't like him.
Yeah. It's like, holy shit. But yeah, he just had this freaking grudge against him for no reason. But yeah, they put like his cause of death. They listed as congestion of the brain because they didn't. Yeah, they had no idea. But
how does your brain get congested? What the hell does that even mean?
But
we had too many thoughts and just died.
Some of the speculation included heart disease, epilepsy, syphilis, meningitis.
Syphilis makes sense.
Meningital inflammation.
Meningitis, it definitely makes sense.
Cholera, carbon monoxide poisoning, and rabies. So they have no clue.
Rabies is a weird fucking thing to die of. And it's also like, it's actually horrific the way that you die.
Yeah. But one theory is that it was a form of... He was killed because of some electoral fraud was happening.
I guess, yeah, he was in Maryland, so that would have been a huge political machine. But I don't know. I don't think it was political.
Well, he was in the military, and he was like, I don't like this anymore.
Oh.
But yeah, like, it's just, that's wild. Absolutely wild. And
so, do you know if he started his writing career before or after his wife died?
Before.
Oh.
But then it turned more to the dark side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does it have anything else about it? I mean, at least they like know where his bones are, but they also think his death might have been a suicide. Maybe.
In the hospital?
No, like the whole thing might have been a suicide thing. Yeah, like I don't.
How does that? He was shot in the back of the head 3 times. It was definitely a suicide.
Yeah, but like carbon monoxide poisoning, you could.
Yeah, but there was something that led him into going to the hospital, and I don't.
Well, like he was just wandering around, didn't know what the fuck was going on.
What we did? Well, I don't know. Unless he was like breathing in like coal fumes, like they didn't have cars then.
Fair enough.
Like what would create that much carbon monoxide? It would have to be, yeah, like a stove or a coal fire or something.
Oh, evidence of the influence of alcohol is strongly disputed. So it might not.
Really, he wasn't drunk.
Nobody knows. He just fucking died.
Dude, just gone. Gave up the ghost.
Yeah, he died. Nobody knows. And like everybody involved in the event, even the doctor, is like questionable.
Well, that was still.
Yeah.
Was that before germ theory?
Oh, I don't know.
When was germ theory? Because, back then it was like, oh, you have 4 different fluids in and you have good bile, bad bile,
that's the whole like
blood,
stomach,
and
stuff.
phlegm.
Oh god.
So yeah, the humors, germ theory. Start. I don't know.
Oh, they think his medical records and death certificate might have never existed in the first place.
1762. So this is after germ theory. So it wasn't like it's like, well, there's ghosts in your blood. I don't know.
There's ghosts in your blood. Do cocaine about it.
Well, no, they still prescribe cocaine.
Oh, in 1848, he had nearly died from an overdose
Of?
Londinium and tranquilizer and painkiller. Oh no, it's readily available as a tranquilizer.
Oh.
Or painkiller.
So that day and age is Xanax. So yeah, he's just an evil kid.
But it wasn't detected in his blood when he died. But they said he was suffering from a depressive episode.
Well, then it could have been withdrawals.
Near the end, so suicide cannot be ruled out, but there's no... It seems unlikely, but is not out of the realm of possibility.
I see.
But, I don't know, people were saying that, like, he drank too much, but then other people said that there was no
He didn't drink
booze.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't...
It wasn't drugs, but...
He didn't smell of booze or have any of the alcoholism stuff. So, yeah, like, they don't know. They just don't know.
And then they forgot to write it down.
Oh, other causes of death have been proposed over the years now that...
Well, they know what his bones are. They should be able to, like, exhume that.
Well, now they're saying it could have been a brain disease or a brain tumor. Or, yeah, the other stuff we listed before. Like, it's just... What? Yeah. Like, they don't know. They have no idea. Which is crazy. Oh, he's been buried and reburied.
Well, yeah, I would assume he was exhumed at some point. And they tried to figure out what the hell.
Well, they just moved him, I guess.
Oh.
Which is weird. That's the one thing that I never get. Why don't they, like, randomly move bodies around?
I gotta build a new apartment complex here. And move this graveyard.
Why don't they just cremate him by that point? There's nothing but bones left.
Wasn't within his alive wishes.
Oh, apparently. Well, they exhumed him. His skull was in excellent condition.
Very good, yes.
And striking features were easily discerned from his skull.
Oh, yeah, because he had weird, like a strange eye shape, and like his face was like...
Yeah, his brow bone was really prominent.
Yeah.
In all of his... And like, I don't know, his forehead is...
Yeah, I thought his whole face was kind of like
wide.
It's like short and wide.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd be able to tell, hey, yeah, this is definitely Poe.
This is his noggin. But yeah, so that's spooky around his death, and writing all of the spooky things ever. It is kind of weird.
If you died, would you let someone keep your skull?
Well, I don't know, because I want to do the route of being either like planted as a tree or buried in like a mushroom thing. I definitely don't want like the embalming nonsense.
And putting a coffin in the vault.
Yeah, like I don't want that. Like that's really dumb. I don't know why people. I'm like I get why people do it because they want to hang on to what's left of their person, but it's really dumb.
I know this lady who's a mortician, and she's actually fantastic to talk to.
Yeah,
because she deals with all the dead people.
Yeah, I'm sure she would be right.
And she actually asked me, it's like, it's actually kind of sad how many people like don't have a plan.
Yeah.
With what to do, because like funerals are not for the dead; they're for the living.
Yeah, the living people.
But like, there's so many people that like don't have like, this is how I want to go out. Like, at least you have an idea. It's like, make me into a spiritually possessed tree, or make a mushroom garden out of me, and smoke me.
Well, I'm guessing what's going to happen is we'll lay out in our will stuff that we'll just get buried in the yard.
Yeah.
Over by the trees.
Can you still do that?
That way. I think you can do that in Nebraska. I'll have to check to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I know some states, they don't allow you to do that.
Yeah. Because like a human, like as soon as you stop breathing, you're deemed hazardous waste in some states. Yeah, it's like, are you sure though? No, it's just because my brother deals with life and death all the time. It's like, there's a bunch of things because we're kind of thinking the same thing. Like, mom and dad and all of us. It's like it'd be really cool because the property that we have has like been in the family forever.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, we can't really have a graveyard there. You have to have like a certificate of death and like all this other bullshit. And it's like, just throw me on a fire. It's like, well, apparently that's legal too. Like,
oh shit! You can't do
you can't do a funeral pyre.
You can't do a pyre anymore.
No, unless you're far away from everything and there's no government. But
well,
the only legal place to do it is in Colorado, and you have to live there for 20 years before you die.
Oh shit! Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to do the whole embalming thing for sure. I don't know. Are you gonna get like a whole casket vault thing? I know you're supposed to like lay this all out when you're young, so you don't have to worry about it.
Change your mind. Okay, so I'm a hobbyist woodworker. The coolest thing I think I could ever make would be someone's coffin.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if I'd ever want to make my own, like both figuratively and
just
literally.
Make your own and keep it in the garage.
Like when I die, just put me in here.
There it is.
But I think if I had to go, if I actually had my way, is Viking burial, throw me on a giant fire, have a huge ass party, drink until you all fall down.
Yeah, but you can't do that now.
Oh, but so I guess cremated. I guess that'd be kind of cool. Then throw me in the woods back behind my parents' house.
Right on. Yeah, I would love to talk to your mortician friend. I think that would be a lot of fun. Because, like, that's one thing that people are, like, so, like, dumb about. But it's, like, I feel like it's more fun to talk about it because it's part of life.
Yeah. But no, death is part of life. It's part of the cycle.
That's the end. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with just being, like, buried in the yard.
Throw some dirt over me.
Like, I'm dead. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't want to be embalmed because that's, like, chemicals and...
Yeah.
Yada yada, more nasty in the soil. I definitely don't want to vault because I want to go back to being soil and bug food.
Remember, man, you are dust, and to dust you shall return.
Yeah, whatever spooky hoodoo bullshit you got going on.
That's the Bible, but it's fine.
That's not different. None of that is different.
Well, so we've kind of gone all around here from death to death.
Back to death.
Yep.
How much time do we have? We still need to bullshit about
we're
death?
about 8 minutes over.
Oh.
From my clock.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I think it's time to spin the wheel.
Can you be buried on your own property?
Oh, now you're looking it up. Be sure which state you're in.
Most bodies are buried in established cemeteries, but burial on private property may be possible in Nebraska.
I'm sure you have to get like special
permissions. It has to be supervised by a licensed funeral director.
Oh, so you still have to pay someone else.
Yeah, like that's how they get around it, so you don't just like bury bodies in your yard.
Yeah. The three most expensive things you can do in life is be born and die.
But I'm sure it's less expensive than doing like the whole
Well, yeah, getting the whole casket and all this other stuff. And
well, I suppose you want to have like some semblance of a ceremony thing, and then be buried in in the yard.
Yeah. Because, like I said, my oldest brother deals with a lot of life and death. When my paternal grandfather died, it was very, very strange because he was Methodist, and obviously my brother being a Catholic priest, we basically had like a Catholic funeral mass in a Methodist church, and like no one knew what the hell was going on except for like my family because we're the only ones that are Catholic. And
oh boy!
And so like, and I'm like, well, it wasn't that much, but there were certain. Basically, brother did all of the prayers and stuff, but with a lot of Catholic rites, there's callbacks and stuff, like there's responses, and so there's only 6 people that were actually like responding to the rest of the prayers.
Oh
and
god!
Like,
and everyone else is like, oh god, what is happening? That's fun.
One of my favorites, and well, get too deep into it, but an old priest of the parish we used to go to, he actually one of the smartest people I ever met. He can speak like 7 different languages, among them being Greek, Latin, and Hebrew. This dude's brilliant, and he gave a funeral mass for someone who was not Catholic until like basically the day he died, and so he's giving this Catholic funeral to all these people. And well, this is a little bit further back. This is before Vatican 2.5, where the response was, "The peace be with you," and the response the response is,
well, the time before?
Before. And also with you.
Yeah. Well, now it's like also with your soul something crazy like that.
And with your spirit.
No, at one point it was like something really spoopy.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that was before.
Yeah. But he's giving like, this whole thing's like, peace be with you, and like silence. And he just goes to himself, and also with me.
Oh, no. Oh, did you know that before all the funeral home shenanigans, you would just like stash your dead person in your house for like a few days?
Yeah, like that's what it was like George Washington. He happened to die like in November or something like that. Like it was a cold month.
Yeah,
and so they actually like paraded people through the house because it was cold and keeping the body from rotting.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yep. All kinds of fun stuff.
All right, let's spin that wheel.
Yep, let's do it. Oh, it's not very loud this time. Oh, we got games.
Games.
Shit dicks. Oh, God.
So let's do Maneater, the shark simulator.
No.
Oh, that's so good.
I will not have time to play that this week, I'm afraid. So we'll have to do... What do I have in here for games?
Stardew.
Probably Stardew, to be honest.
Drawful.
Oh, we can remove these now, because we did
Get them off the list.
Shit. Oh, you wanna? Have you played the Ratchet and Clank game? Have you played that?
Have
you played Deadlock?
1, 2, 3, Deadlocked. I played part of A Crack in Time. And
well, I am strictly talking about Deadlock.
Oh. I don't think I have that one. I played it. It's been a minute, but I played it.
Okay, so maybe not that one yet.
There's also they did the remake for PS4 not too long ago, and the PS5 one is actually awesome. I played part of that at New Kids.
Really? So maybe we'll have to play that one weekend and then do that one for games. But for now, we can do Stardew because we've played that.
We've done a bunch of Stardew.
We've put a lot of hours into that.
Yeah.
So let me write that down. Where's my pen? Look how freaking far I'm in this book. Like I am a little over halfway through this book.
I'm like,
yeah, yours is bigger than mine.
Well, yours
is like an A5 and mine's like a whatever the smaller size is. Because I don't know anything about notebooks.
Yours is actually international, probably. Well, no, A5 is international. It's hand size, but yeah, yours is slightly smaller.
Stardew Valley, which is an amazing game.
Yep.
And we'll be on episode 19 already.
Nice.
Isn't that insane? All right, well, let me pull the recording thing. That would be helpful.
So you can send us off?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You have any closing remarks?
Thanks for hanging out with us and getting a little spoopy.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do it. We're on Instagram and Facebook. Our Patreon is patreon.com/randomroulettes if you would like to donate $1 dues to us, because we'll
take your money.
That would be quite helpful for us.
Just because like hosting costs a little bit. I mean, it's nothing insane, but
it's like all of the equipment.
Yeah, the equipment that we bought for this. It's like,
if you'd like to take out an ad too, we would really appreciate that.
Yep.
I think that's it. That's all the channels we have now, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. Facebook, Insta.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. Cool. All right. Well, stay hydrated, don't die, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.